I needed to... What did I need to do? My little Chocobo. Um... To obtain your personal Chocobo, you must present Fragheim with a Storm Chocobo issuance. This document can be obtained by exchanging company seals with the Storm Quartermaster. Here's hoping you've been setting aside your seals. Okay, so I need company seals. So I need to do company work, right? Private Fortune's just the woman I was hoping to see. Your exploits of late have been the talk of Limsa. Don't let this puff up your sails too much, but I've heard some of the higher-ups saying the Maelstrom would be lost at sea without you. But I suspect you're not the type to rest on your laurels. Nay, the tempest raging in your eyes tells me you're looking for some new waters to navigate. Fortunately, we have just the place for people like you. Have you perchance heard of the Wolves' Den? It's a proving ground of sorts established by the Eorzean Alliance, a place where the most promising Grand Company recruits are sent to hone their skills. The Wolves' Den is found just off the shores of Lunasia. The ferry at the Morby dry docks in Lower Lunasia will grant you passage there. On your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Berkoya Lotajlan. I've let him know that you'll be coming, so you can count on a warm welcome. Again, whoever came up with these names. It's strange to get used to at first. Many people and some just don't like it. I feel like I'm just going to try to stick with this. I mean, do you feel like legacy controls are better? It's local school children. Pumpkaboo. Wabi the Chocobo is throwing a regular Pokeball at it. Let's see what happens. That's level 30. Let's turn. What can we turn in? Right. We've got to take it's Vesper Bay. It's right ticket. Don't we? This one's not raid. Who does raids? Prefer legacy controls. Fast for me. Not having to turn the camera around that much and whatnot. Okay, so how would I set that into motion so I can start trying to learn it? Because if it's easier for raids, then I would like to learn that, please, and thank you. Character configuration. Legacy type camera based. Wabi and Milkman have caught the Pumpkaboo. Okay, so I don't have to... Okay. Cool. This everything that has... What all other changes have they added, I guess? What other legacy control changes take place? Is it just that, like, camera situation where I don't have to, like, turn around and do this? Camera will auto-turn a bit if you move in an arc. Can be disabled. Okay. I think I see what you're saying. I'm sure it's still gonna be. I'm still gonna be turning the camera for a bit. Welcome back, Raidwin. Lady Filio awaits you within. There are some seals right there. Well, how many do I need for Chocobo? Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Faedwin. Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you already have met. Tataru, please show them in. It's basically all that changes. Okay, well, thank you, Wabi. This way, sirs. Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives, but I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Godsman, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service! I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Bet. I'll take those storm seals. How many... I don't think it said how many I need, right? I didn't really talk to the quartermaster. Find out how many I needed.
Now, having set aside the formalities,
I didn't think she'd be done talking, sorry.
we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
I have never pronounced that primal Ramu. I think I've always called it Rama? I guess they all sound kind of weird, don't they? Ramu. Ramu reminds me of Shamu, the killer whale. Does anyone else know what I'm talking about when I say those words? Yeah, that's weird. Ramu.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so people know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it died. Like, did it? Can someone find out? I'm curious now.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as Papalimo, however,
I'm never getting this Chocobo.
The forest for the trees. Is that not so, inferior?
Just imagining you're going to hear the amazing reviews about it and you're going to have to go see... I'm not... Nah, man. No. I've got zero interest in it. Zero interest in it.
Indeed. You are willing?
The Silent House. What is so it's in one take, Spanish, and it's I think all I recall from what you sang earlier.
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us.
Okay, let's go to do this. Unattuned. Okay, where do I fly out from? Dry docks. Let's go get some seals. I don't know how many seals. Apex, do you remember how many seals I need for a Chocobo license? Biggest like most of our days, it takes years because someone's hitting someone with a spoon. Okay. Movie is from the same year as Doctor Who. They may have taken inspiration from the movie for that episode. $500. Oh, how do I check how many seals I have? Q, hello, how are you doing? Control C, thank you. I've got 300. I'm horrible. Oh, look at Q. Look at Q. Won't he Q it? Better now. Oh, you sweetheart. Wait. You don't know shit? What are you talking about? Shift C. Oh, is it because y'all both said the same thing at the same time? Shared a moment. You can also click the guild symbol at the bottom right to go to the currency tab. Cool. Cool. Oh, this orb looks familiar. What is this from? This orb looks familiar. I feel like I did a raid with these in it. Man, I just got struck by deja vu. Sorry. Okay, so coil. Okay, so yeah, the the coil of Bahamut. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the last stuff I was doing. Deadass went in game to check and click Control C on my asset, Shift C. Hello, Skipper. Let's go. Test your skills at PvP. Wait, is this like an open PvP zone? Surely not, huh? Surely there's gonna be an arena. Imagine how long it takes a giraffe to throw up. What the shit, Jake? Also, hi, good to see you again. I think. Um... I think my wife just told our son that she's leaving for a few days. And he wants her to take his purple Yoshi, because that's her favorite color. And they can't find it. So I may have to get up and try to find it. Sorry, that's something we should better call Sassy Smell. No, it's not good. It often does smell, but it's a pet name for not a personal description. Well, as long as that pet name is in private, because... Ooh boy. I'll be heading to bed. Good luck finding the purple Yoshi. Thank you. Thank you, Wabi. Thank you for hanging out. Good to see you. You have a good night. Don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before, hmm? See that Rick has sent you? She said she was sending a new wolf to the den. Bah! We'll have to run to the litter if you ask me. You barely have fangs for the Honen, but I guess I'm feeling goddamn generous. I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with crystalline conflict. And training bouts are made special for feckless adventuring types who can't tell sound strategy from a horse's hours. Still reckon it won't be sundown before you run home with your tail between your legs crying for your mum. You can have a word with Lieutenant Gungi Zalungi if you insist on giving it a go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. Stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the weak of spine. Dismissed. Well, you know, joke's on you. That's all I needed. I think that's all I needed as far as seals go. So I'm gonna go get my Chocobo. And never PvP. Perhaps. Oh, good. I think one of the places that I listed, check for it. Add it. Cool. Purple Yoshi found. Da 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 da. Gonna do some lurking. Nice. What's it like playing 76 with friends? I saw the weeklies are out. I also bought a new game that was in the Atom Shop. It's the one where you like throw a ball at the clown heads. And I have a weakness for buying all those games. PvP is for wimps. Real men PVM. That could still be player versus monster. What were you suggesting with that? Really hoped to get a call back from the theater I applied to, because man, I absolutely hate where I'm at now. Okay. When... Did they post stuff that they were hiring, or did you like go knocking on doors basically? Just do a bunch of dumb stuff? That sounds like fun. That game isn't actually a game, it's just name. Yeah, I know. I've been suckered into it before, but I still like having an arcade basically. Don't update drivers in the middle of playing a game. Yeah, don't do that. Then why would you buy it? Just because I have like an arcade theme for one of my houses. You're so silly. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, where... My little Chocobo. What is it? What do I need? Where do I go for Maelstrom? Where do I go for Maelstrom? It's an Upper Lenosia, right? Or Upper Limsa Half Castle. Maelstrom Barracks. So I think I gotta go to the barracks, exchange seals for a license, basically, and then go to the Chocobo Keep. Then you have to wait in a queue. Sadness. Okay, so I have to go to the Quartermaster, right? Oh, I remember this shit. That's not what I want though. These are all, this is all gear. Is this for... Okay, free companies. Also, bad decision news. I have ESO now. Nice. Well. Yeah, welcome to the bad news brigade. Now you just need 76. Okay, where am I supposed to be going? Where am I supposed to be going? There is a quartermaster. Sword, axe, harpoon, horror, base large. Baslards? Short bow, staff, grimoire, cane. That's, okay, never mind. Haha! Let's keep clicking. No? Okay, I didn't find out after all. Where am I supposed to get the license? Gonna be the best wood elf archer the game has ever known. You just watch. Assuming we ever make it to max level. We'll probably cut it around 20. That's the spirit. Wait. Chocobo issuance. Yes. It was only 200. I could have... I could have done this ages ago. It's fine. This is fine. I mean, as long as you're on PC and Apex, like, if you start crafting or whatever, I can help you out. Would like to formally apologize for misinformation. I'll be making a video soon. I'm lost. You're gonna be making an apology video for... Yeah. Good. Good. Want a bird issue, you say? Then I'll need to see your Storm Chocobo issuance. Here it is. Boy, I got scared just a moment. Yeah, you make that video. I could have had a Chocobo a long time ago. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo! Wabi could have seen it. Wabi could have been here. I meant like, work. And here he is. The fellow's been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Queh. Name our Chocobo. What should we call our Chocobo? What are we thinking? I would have had a name in mind. But I think I suggested that as a D&D name, so. After I picked Snick Gang, I changed my mind. I want to join Boat Gang, but I have to rank up as Snicks now to be honest. Why? Why did you change your mind? The only reason I didn't go Twin Adder is because I've already taken it to a high, I don't know, a medium rank on my level 50. Okay, so since our resident Chocobo is gone, Jake the Birdie, you have bird in your name. What do you think this Chocobo should be called? You want to keep the whole Arcanist thing. So you wanted to go back to Limsa Laminza? I will have you know, though, recommendations of things like Fart are not going to be admitted. Yeah, you are the current ranking bird. Boko? Summoner Quest Giver is where Snake Gangs holds out, so I'm gonna mount it now. You got it. Thank you, Jake. Dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, and your feather friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your Chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. I do name the baby in Link's Awakening Fart, though. I remember, back... It was like an April Fool's edition of Nintendo Power, I think. And they were saying that Ocarina of Time has a secret Canadian region format that you can access. So if you wanted to unlock like the Canadian version of Ocarina of Time, name Link A with an E, an H, and a question mark. So, you know. And obviously the joke is the punchline is that, you know, when you're going through the game, people are like, "Eh? Wake up, eh?" And you know, like, "You're our only hope, eh?" That sort of stuff. So anyway, it reminded me of that. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. I can't wait to forget that I did this tonight and run everywhere. You're telling Flux that one right now. Yeah, it was in either Nintendo Power or Electronic Gaming Monthly. For like April Fools. It was funny. I thought it was funny. Alright, how do I get on my mount? Could be GamePro. Could have been. Was GamePro out back then? I'm not sure. Okay, Sylph management. Need to go to the Black Shroud. New Gridania, that one is my free teleport. I honestly only remember I have a mount when I'm halfway to my destination. That sounds about right. Need to put the mount skill in your hotbar. Okay. If I were trying to do that, what would I do? Will this work, I wonder? Mount roulette? Probably. Character mount guide. Okay. I think I have it sorted. Yeah, because that summoned a random non-combat pet, so... This is where I would be working. This is where Apex works. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... Ah, beg pardons, 'tis a terrible habit of mine to think out loud. Tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Well, this XP and Gil, my Final Fantasy XIV stream, just got my Chocobo, so that's good. That's good. That's good. We're good, man. Thanks. It's lots of snow over here. We have what's called a nor'easter going on, which means lots of snow and rain and wind. I think we've got like a foot of snow so far, which is probably way different from what you're experiencing. How are y'all? there you go, Apex. What song what song is that? Mother Nature didn't throw the kitchen sink. Not this time. No, I moved from Louisiana where she will literally throw kitchen sinks. I left the hurricanes. I swapped for nor'easters. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Eden Papalimo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. Little Bird told us the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Ah, your Little Bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, the curious beast tribe that calls the deaths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seedseer, who'd have no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adders are the same mind. It is precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramu sounds weird. Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there ever be a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or lead the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes as commander can make. Yeah. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas to get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you may come upon Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylphs' favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. A Hawthorne Hut, was it? Well, I believe the ferry departing from Westshore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Well, I think I have... Ooh, do I have the crystal for that? I think that's the other character. Damn. Yeah. Meh. Meh, I say. Thought I had... I thought I had it. But that's what happens when you make 3 starting characters. You get confused. Much like I'm doing right now with legacy controls. There we go. You know, I'm kind of excited about getting into crafting again. Because... that's a weakness of mine. Crafting and housing. And MMOs. I don't have the money for housing. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east, and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. I like mindlessly clicking on a tree and watching my character cut it down. You miss RuneScape? Um... Is that bringing me where I'm wanting to go? I mean, it's either Lavender Beds or Sweet Bloom Pier. Okay, so yeah, I guess I had to... I don't have to run, motherfucker! I've got a goddamn Chocobo! I've got... whatever this is. I can't remember the name. It looks like I'm flying, but I'm not. I'm hovering with style. All the pretty girls walk like this. This. Well, I put on random. So, this is what I got. Maybe next time will be Boko. Let's see. I mean, it should be random, right? It should be random, right? It should be... It should be... Yeah, okay, it's random. Look at that thick-ass Chocobo. Oh, look at it go! My cabbages! This is what I look like out of the shower. Okay, alright. Okay. That's attuned. Indeed, I am Amelane of the Twin Adder. Understand you're here to learn the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they're a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You do well to speak to the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Queh? Rocks in my dryer. How are you doing, bud? Good evening. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all clutter in my noggin now. I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. Did Chocobo say work or queh? Queh. I think in 7 they said work. Right? But I think it's predominantly queh. I could be wrong. No, I'm not skipping dialogue. As much as it pains me to have to voice every character in this game. But it gives me TikToks, so why not both? 6 and 7, they say Quay. Okay. My memory is like Rolf's right here. It's just shot, so I'm glad Rocks in my dryer is here to remember things. Like Pepperidge Farm. You guys remember? Remember remembering? Sylphs. Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Hee hee. Hee hee. Queh. You know, they were saying like you can't summon them in dungeons, and I get that. I get the MMO reasons why, you know. However, that bit they said about the temperament is bullshit, because they straight up had a game series called like Chocobo Dungeon, right? So I don't want to hear it. You better tell your lies somewhere else. The quickest way to equip a woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Tell your lies somewhere else. Realize, realize, realize. Or however that goes. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Today I learned the feral chocobo calls with a boisterous work, not the domestic breeze mild queh. Yeah, so I could have sworn I most remember work, right? And this is a conversation we're having. We're going to we're going to get into a deep dive, I guess, at chocobos. But yeah, I most remember reading work. So I assumed it was prominent in Final Fantasy VII because that was my first Final Fantasy that I played all the way through. But you don't swim. Oh. Sorry, Blue Eyes White Boomer. Sorry, boob. You're my boy, Blue. Boy. So it's whether they're wild or domesticated. We learned something tonight. Actually, I do. Did you? Did you have to make that joke? Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. The Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. We do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Wait, they got chocobos run around in here. All willy-nilly. When I googled Chocobo Queh, the top result was a clip from Final Fantasy VII. When you go to a Chocobo farm, and the dialogue box is just Queh. But I imagine the wild ones that you most often encounter all say work. Yeah, because in 7, didn't you have to find different colored Chocobos in the wild? Maybe that's what I'm remembering it from? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, it's still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. During their trust, you do well to bring along a... what was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa the Comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Queh. Or work. This is getting to like thesis levels of, of research here. Do I seriously have to like, I don't know, let me check to make sure that they're not that's a favorite the right ones or whatever. Mount guide. I don't see a way of like favorite. Oh, add to favorites, I guess. Add to favorites, I guess. Add to favorites. They were all unfavorited, so they should all have the same chance of being summoned. Armin, that's what it is. Don't you do it. Don't you mess with me. Peace offering for the Sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey. But I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. I gotta go stimulate some grass. Folks out here tripping. I'm telling you. They leave them alone out here in the woods. Ain't that after failing an encounter once, it's like, do you want to put training wheels on? Are you a baby? Would you want some help? And I'm like, yes. I'm out here pouring amber syrup on clumps of grass. Ah! Oh, Chu didn't know? I'm gonna mess with a hornet swarm. Wrong button. Oh, and the mandragora? Oh, cool. Well, you know, it's fine. I wanted to pull the entire forest. We're doing great, sweetie. Doing great. We'll just burst this down and not worry about that. And then we'll kill everything else that we brought. Fetch grass, simulate grass. Yeah. Well, that's only a few water bottles. Only 10,000. Northern Vulture. Woo! Oh, here we go. I still do not confidently know what to call this mount. It's Courel? Coral? Curl? Coral! Get back to the farm, Carl. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Here's the milk root. Enjoy your high. Milk root, but of course, those Sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the Sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milk root, well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The Sylphs love this stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in Chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the mortal that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'll regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Umlane here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. The winged ones. Ba, 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 ba. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Kamuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the Sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elder seed seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of the mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. A Togepi has appeared in the Pokemon community game. Alright, let's see what we get with Mount Roulette this time. Alright, well, you know. I don't know what else to do. Giant gnat? Oh my goodness. That thing's nasty. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Well, if there weren't like 30 people around you. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one would deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Sauce have always... What? A Chumbug raid! Hello, friends. How are you doing? Okay. Where were we? Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Sauce have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Fedwin here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seed Seer herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Fedwin's jig insufficiently jiggly? Jiggy, not less boob, more Will Smith. Jiggy, not jiggly. I'm sorry. wrong implication. Baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Have you used any of these potions or anything, Apex? Because they're just going to be sold one day. Say, are you in the mood for some dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all the trouble to learn the Sylphs' traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight seeing an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! There go those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Ugh. Gotta go dance. By the way, I like to dance. Walking one's belly is rumbling. This one is not making a meal. This one is boiling bark and flower seeds to dye thread. Color must be jolly, and so must greet making. Give him a little flint flossy. Ooh, walking one knows jolly dance. Jolly dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. This one is weaving cloth. Walking one would know more. This one does not trust walking ones who do not show respect. Walking one would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learned the secret, walking one cannot weave in the same way. Don't the full context sounds like you had your own Jordan tonight? Ear cream? Snow cream. Snow cream. No clue, Jake. What does Walking One want with this one? Elder One warned this one not to get too friendly with Walking Ones. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones, friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news, why I have thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Probably deserve for call her she doesn't look like a chicken. She looks to me like, I'm not sure if it's Riku or Lightning, but she definitely looks like one of the other Final Fantasy characters. Which isn't saying much, I guess, in a Final Fantasy game. Oh, someone's just showing off their motorcycle. As an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero or knight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so, having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled Sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You'd be better off inquiring with Hearer Amadia, or the Gridanians who reside here. She's the most likely to be privy to the Sylphs' troubles. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from Malms round are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details. And what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Kumuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. I'll log out and eat. You do that, Apex. I'm not going to be on much longer. I don't suspect. I think I kind of want to get this quest knocked out. And then find somewhere to raid. Okay, so we got to kill like one of each. I think this is the asset for basilisk? Are they basilisks? Or no, cockatrice, right? So they might have a paralyze. Digging in the grass. Digging in the grass. I'm an adventurer who's digging in the grass. Hey. They found a way to make me run after all. Level 50, what? Stinging Sophie, okay. Don't want any of that. Interesting that this is the mount that I keep getting rolled in the random roll. Dancing One is still here? Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. How about some mushrooms? Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one? This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One? This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. This one asked Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones, and walking ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here, and walking ones in Hut House, and find out more. This one has bad feeling.
Are you winning, son?
Not this dialogue, no. This one fears steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. How many times did you curse today? A moderate amount. No more, no less. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary. Scary ones have scary friends. Telling YouTube. Oh. Well, there goes my impending fame and fortune. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one I've seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Some big ass gnats over here. Look at those fuckers. Oh, that's another one. Oh, I was doing so well. It's alright, we'll take the long way around. I do have this attuned, right? Yeah. Okay. I think that's going to be it for tonight. It was a short stream as promised. Let's find someone to bring us to. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. I think we're going to go to another Final Fantasy XIV stream.